Did A&E do the right thing in firing or in suspending Phil Robertson from Duck Dynasty? I mean, this is the most important issue of the day. You'd have to, in terms of hours on cable television, it is.
I just want to put everything that went on this week into one big bundle. I think Phil Robertson should be Santa, and Pajama Boy could be his elf. And they could travel around the country, white Santa from the bayous of Louisiana with Pajama Boy.
Even bigger ratings.
Yeah, it would bring it all together.
Boy, talk about two silly scandals that we're dealing with, right?
And he wouldn't. And you could be an elf in the onesie. You wouldn't even have to change, right?
Yeah, no, that's what they wear. You know, I am not sure. So I've been, kind of following this out of my right eye because of Judy. I've, been very busy. And so I don't understand why the gay comments, repulsive obviously, why no one then is talking about the comments he made about African Americans and Jim Crow laws and that entire aspect of that story, and why you have Ted Cruz and Sarah Palin and Bobby Jindal coming out and kind of saying this is a freedom of religion issue. But they seem to not mention the Jim Crow component of this scandal, which is really kind of beyond outrageous to me.
Well, they're saying two things. They're saying that his First Amendment rights are being violated. That's a First Amendment issue.
I mean,
and it's a Christian bias issue, right?
Right. Well, let's break this up. I mean, first of all, the government did nothing, right? So he can publish his work anywhere he wants. He can do whatever he wants. It's just that if A&E makes a commercial decision that says we don't think it's profitable for our network to have this guy on our air, then they're within their full right to do so. Just like he can say anything, they can make a commercial decision to take him off.
Yeah, let me stop you right there. Is this a First Amendment issue?
No, absolutely not. I mean, it's what Igor said. He can go off and do whatever he wants in some other place. I mean,
he can say whatever he wants, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But that doesn't
his right to say it on the show that they own isn't part of the First Amendment right. I'm not sure they're making the right commercial decision myself.
Yeah, I don't know either. This is what the head guy of the show.
Yeah, he's the head guy of the show, and the fan base is not going to be happy. Although you'd have to say any show can do without one character.
I guess they don't. They just don't want to stir up whatever kind of animus towards A&E in general, I assume.
So it's not. I think we all agree it's not a First Amendment right. But then the second. So then, what about the cloak of Christianity? I mean, he says, "I'm a Christian, and I'm just." And a lot of the people circulating the petitions to keep him on the show. One of the main groups is a Christian organization that says he's just reflecting the biblical view of marriage and family.
I'm not Christian, but if I were Christian, I would be offended that this is how my religion is represented. I mean, this is a fringe view, frankly, among Christians, among Catholics. I mean, this is 2013 now. We're moving into 2014 very quickly. The number, we as a country have progressed. People around the world have progressed. The Pope is so much more welcoming of gay people. And when you hear this guy make these comments and then conservatives in this country rush to his defense, I mean, I don't think that's the state of Christianity in 2013, frankly.
The Pope said, Neil, but he was asked about priests who happen to be gay, and the Pope said, who am I to judge?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. He said a lot of things lately like that.
Well, he has. I want to come back to, because you're right, so much focus on the homophobic comments. He also said about the days before civil rights, they were good days for blacks in the South. He said, I never with my own eyes saw the mistreatment of any black persons. They worked in the fields for the farmers, and they were singing and they were happy. They were singing while they were hoeing in the fields, and as slaves, they were happy. Yeah. I mean, I've heard that statement before from people who are pretty bigoted. And this is supposed to be the Christians speaking, right?
I mean, they built a show around some really funny backwoods guys in the distant bayou or wherever. I guess that's upstate Louisiana. I'm not sure exactly where they are. And they are where they are, and this is it coming back to bite them, right?
Yeah,
because they're fun to watch. They're kind of, they have their duck calls. They go out and they shoot geese or turkeys and stuff. and it's humorous. And then you send a reporter out to from another world to talk to him, and lots of other stuff's going to come out.
And that's really the other fascinating aspect of this, is that these people make a reality TV show, but clearly the network only wants that tinge of reality that is commercial.
Yeah.
When it gets too real, that's when they shut it down.